Hey homies, welcome to Healing Homies New Moon and Aquarius reading. This is a collective reading for anyone who needs it. Please bring yourself, all of yourself, including your beautiful discernment, to receive what resonates to you in your highest healing journey and leave the rest behind. We're going to get into it now and just pull some cards to see what Spirit has for the collective at this time. We have 11, pleasure, with Goddess Tanit coming through. Tanit. Beautiful energy. Your collective is choosing justice here with this pleasure card coming through. Justice being to be in your desires, to be going after them, to be enjoying them, to be honoring them. There is a shift for collective of moving away from old mindsets, ways of being that kept the sensual self on lockdown. So here we have liberation energy coming through. And I feel like it's like a flower that hasn't been allowing the sun to fully hit her, and then allowing the sun to fully hit her, and she opens up here with this pleasure card coming through, number 11. What's the challenge for collective in embodying and integrating the messages of this energy? We have number 5, radical rebirth, coming with Mbuya Nahanda, goddess, coming through. Number 5, oh, it's a challenge, it's a change, it's hard to let go of old ways of being, but this is the rebirth you've been asking for, bro, okay? You are ready, but you are ready to be challenged, you are ready to have discomfort look different. Discomfort isn't you letting down the mask anymore, it's discomfort in the unknown. The discomfort in embodying what makes you fueled with pride. And it feels like the nerve to embody your light in that aspect. That's what's challenging, because you don't, it's kind of like fear of your own light, because light energy can be very caring, can be very nurturing, can want to look after the darkness. And for some of us, the complete rebirth is no longer giving away our light to people that just want to blow it out like a candle for some people, or people who don't then reciprocate or feed back into your light. It just feels very much you're either comfortable with giving or you're comfortable receiving. There's not really a balance, because those who are comfortable in giving, they then neglect the self of them that needs to receive, their feminine energy that needs to receive, and what you can create from a state of overflow if you're always outpouring into others. So there's a call to become in harmony with the new way of living here, okay? So total rebirth energy, R&R, we've got R&R with radical rebirth. So you could be needing some R&R at the moment from yourself, or, you know, like I've got my beautiful friend Lady Tamalissa from Enchanted Beginnings. We share this space with our friend Claire, and she does R&R sessions. So just a little, you know, what am I saying? What I'm saying with that is there's options. If you don't know how to give yourself R&R, let your intuition guide you to someone who could teach you or show you how to embody that energy. All right, we've just had 3 flip over. Grounding, number 3 was sword, I can't say that, sorry darling, goddess you. And then we have goddess Jombi with masks, number 18. And then number 16, Asasiya with joy. Beautiful energies. This is where you're working towards. You know, like I feel like people have been in this survival game. We've brought the script, we've eaten the food that we've been told is good for us or that we're meant to crave, and now we're realizing it's not bringing us joy, bro. So that's what's caused this change for you, because there's something missing. There's something missing, okay? And it's confusing to let go of masks that kept you safe, but it also kept you hidden. It energetically kept you hidden. And for anyone who's feeling a bit unprotected or unsafe, this is when I feel the need to call in Archangel Michael with his mighty sword to cut through any threads of heaviness, to release collective back into themselves and let go of these masks. There's a trust being asked of you with this energy, and I can understand trust doesn't always come easy for us, but remember the goal. You know, do we want to live in a world where we can't trust each other? Or do we want to live in a world where everyone gets a chance to become who they are? Not your job to do that mahi for them, you're doing that mahi for you. If we all do that mahi for ourselves, if we all be the completed half that we've been told we're meant to be looking for, this is where we're heading. Into energies that honor us, that honor mother, that honor children, that honor the divine, that honor nature, cycles. We're coming back to basics here. So, I don't know, what do we want to talk about? What do we want to talk about now, Spirit? We're gonna get some chakra cards out. Yeah, actually, look at this mask. This mask's like over top of a mountain, but for me, I'm kind of getting volcano. So I feel like collective, who I'm speaking to, we masked our anger. We masked the eruptions that feel very divine. These eruptions were meant to clear away what was meant to be cleared, but because we've been masking it, it is causing confusion. And also the rage brings about this question of, who am I? What does this mean? What do I do with that? And the answer is, we learn how to hold her. We learn how to listen. Please clarify with the chakra card, Spirit, please. We have intuition. Intuition is the little tug that pulls you toward your light. Yeah, so we had to mask because the power of our intuition was taken away in a sense and replaced with, this is how you're meant to be, this is how you're meant to look, this is what you're meant to like, this is how you're meant to live. Intuition has had enough. It's our internal compass to align with that which is of our highest healing path, and for those that we want to protect, including ourselves. And it's like all that security shit that we're told we need to be safe does not match the safety of feeling confident and following your own intuition. We strengthen our intuition by going through our trials and tribulations, by showing up present, by getting the facts from our mind, more so our feeling, The mind can be helpful in knowing what isn't for you, but it's not helpful if that's all you think about. What isn't for me? What isn't for me? Because then you got to feel into what is for you. Where are you going? What do you want? Strengthening your intuition and taking on your trials and tribulations will bring you to a sense of peace. Because there's this returning home to your body, to your soul. Buying more masks will not bring you peace. Handing your masks down to those younger than us will not bring peace. Throw them away. Let them go. They're blocking something for you. Your intuition, your anger, they're not allowing it. And then in not allowing that, we forget to allow this. Just keep grounding, keep breathing. You're okay. It's going to be okay. You're seeing this message because you are ready. Fearlessness. Turn your warrior into warrior, okay? Beautiful. It's like Spirit's not trying to lead you astray, and intuition is not mentally predicting the outcome by looking at the facts and looking at the what ifs and trying to figure out from that. Intuition is a feeling, okay? Where do I feel like will bring me more joy? What option excites me or scares me the most? And is that the option you want to go with? Where will I gain more pleasure for me, knowing that the pleasure you receive, you then pour from your overflow, okay? If you're someone who's been stuck in the role of provider or nurturer, this is a call to remember you. Self-love. You can only love others as much as you love yourself. So some of you may be needing to recalibrate, or part of your radical rebirth is on what love means. And what are we here to teach? Yes, we're here to teach our children survival. That is important. We want them to survive. But we're just now learning as a collective how deep as human beings, as part of nature, our needs are for more than that. And it is loving of us to embrace this opportunity to feed back into ourselves, to learn the things our previous generations didn't have the resources to learn at the time necessarily, okay, not for all, but we right now have a chance to return home to ourselves, learn our own emotional language, honor our rage, honor our body as pleasure seeking, and shift this worried mentality into being the emotional warriors we're being called to be, bro. Like straight up, like let's not even not acknowledge that this is what we're doing here, okay? We're passing down different seeds, more renewed seeds that are more reflective of what this earth today is needing. Because our ancestors, if you're someone who's lucky to be able to have your children and have your grandparents and your parents and your great-grandparents, there is such a sacred mirror effect that comes from being in flow with family. And don't, if this doesn't resonate because you're not in that period of life, that's okay. We do need our own time and our own cocoon. But for those who do have those sacred mirrors moving around us, take that opportunity to learn you from them as well. Where your needs are, where your limits are, where your desires are. The older and the younger the family member, the stronger the sacred mirror, okay? Our babies mirror such strong emotions and vulnerability, as do our elderly mirror such wisdom and vulnerability once again. Both places, one we have been, one we're heading to. Okay, this just feels relevant for someone to honor that position that you're in, but don't abandon yourself. A lot of us in the middle of those ages feel that we need to be everything for everyone. But I'm here to tell you, you're meant to be there for you first. And it may feel impossible, but number one, it's time to slow down. It's time to build tolerance for patience. It's time to build tolerance for transparency with your emotions. And it's time to accept ancestral support with the mamai that you carry, so that we may build abundance and see life through our abundance while bringing our mamai with us, releasing what needs to be released. We ain't playing out the same scripts that have been played out, okay? We are resigning ancestral scripts that no longer align to our highest healing path. That is the rebirth. You don't have to throw it away with disgust or anything like that. It's ended, darlings. Okay, 1717. We're healing now. We have the time now. We have the resources. And we can find our ways back to each other, back to community by coming home to ourselves. Okay. I want to get some tarot cards for people who are needing any further confirmation. Sorry, the goddesses can come over here. Any final messages here for the collective at this time, Spirit, please? Excuse me. It's this trust. They're talking about trust again. Okay, let's talk about trust here for the collective with this radical rebirth. That they're not doing it all alone. We're all collectively going through it together. Daydreams and decisions, 7 of Cups. Love with the Lovers. And spread your wings, 2 of Wands. I feel like for collective at the moment, you guys envisioned love to be and look a certain way, which we've kind of touched on here. Like we daydreamed about it. Maybe you've got some choices to make in your love life, and that's what's bringing worry and conflict into your life at the moment. But number 2 of Wands is choosing the different path. And sometimes choosing the different path can look like moving away from a relationship, or it can look like you showing up more vulnerable in a relationship. You being the one to start the deep corridor. You being the one to lead the example of safety within self first, because that feels new. Like maybe your whole relationship's evolving. And then from there, does that vulnerability that you have allow you to open up more, to spread your wings, to feel safe and held? Or are you going back to old narratives of telling stories of understanding of why the person is the way they are and why they can't be or give you the thing that you are desiring? Because that is something that you are allowed to make a choice on too, even if you've accepted that with them, even if you've accepted them as they are, you can still make the choice of where you need to go, okay? So let's clarify here. And remember, we are rewriting what love is. Where does love begin? Within ourselves. That is the true medicine here. Number 9, darkest fears, yeah. Still neck. Okay, so we have number 9 of Swords coming through with darkest fears. And number 9 with 9 of Wands, resting, reconsider. 13, release. Lots of R&R energy again. So remember, I'm truly not trying to scare you into making a decision, because that isn't safe. Making decisions from a place of fear will not manifest your desires. Manifesting from a place of love allows your light to be seen easier by spirit, by God, by ancestors. So I think you need some time to land in what you truly know and feel. It's not a flip of the coin, you get an answer. There's a journey in returning to yourself through the lens of whatever relationship you're in and what that brings up for you. But look at this card, wow. That's the skin being shed. That's you choosing the path, you regaining literally like a new body. And to me that means like a new nervous system and a new relationship to your body. I feel like there's a lot of releasing of blaming your body for being the way it is, when actually our body tells our story, our body holds our truth. Who do you think's blocking you from feeling this energy all the time? The body remembers, okay? Rest, reconsider. I feel like collective's quite guarded in what they're worried about. So until you feel safe enough within yourself or safe with someone who has been of support to you, you do not need to make any immediate decisions except for the decision to keep choosing yourself, choosing your peace, choose your pleasure more, please, okay? Let us know how that goes and just breathe. So after we receive a reading, we don't mentally need to do anything about it. We just got to let what lands land, and if the reading activated or affirmed that you need to let go of some shit, please go let go of it. Give it to Mother Earth. Write it out in a journal. Let your emotional self be witnessed by a more grounded version of you, whether that be the version of you this weekend or next week. I really want collective to go back and start practicing holding yourself differently in the way that you talk to your emotions, the way you talk to your mind, and the way you talk to your body. Okay. Right, we're going to finish off, guys, with a heart healing message here. So what is the ending oracle here for collective spirit, please? There we go. Okay, so we'll read this from the book. Number 10, Betrayed Heart. Risk opening up to life and love. Okay, this is to collective's heart, please, Spirit. Dear heart, I know you can be incredibly loving, soft, and giving. Now and then, you put your trust into those who you care about implicitly, even when there are signs to the contrary. You forgive their hurtful deeds and unkind words, and occasionally even turn a blind eye to their untruthfulness. At times, you get caught so unaware by the harmful and even cruel actions of those you love that you erupt or even shatter into small pieces. I know how deeply deceit and betrayal can sting, dear heart. It can literally bring you to your knees and stop you from trusting, opening, or growing. It can cut you off from joy and even your spirit nature. Betrayal can either crush you or it can allow you to learn, mature, and flourish. The time has come when you must decide in which direction you want to go. Do you want to hide, protect, and limit, or are you ready to be courageous and risk opening yourself to new aspects of life and love, even if it's not easy? Okay, collective, you're ready. Okay, this whole message is you're ready, despite the fact you are ready. The true justice here, coming back to self-love, understanding what your desires are, and leading from a compass that points to joy, okay? We've done enough suffering. Remember, you don't have to do anything you don't want to do. But this energy is definitely like, there's an uncomfortability with this new rebirth, and that makes sense. So don't beat yourself up for it. Alright, lots of love to you, healing homies, from my heart to yours, and I'll see you out there.